AMD had an amazing day with the stock up nearly 9% today. And today I want to explain everything that's happening in this industry. We're also going to take a closer look at some recent updates with Meta platforms. The stock was up about 3% before the market closed, and we saw Micron technology up nearly 4% on the day. So there's a lot to cover. Let's get started.
I want to thank The Motley Fool for sponsoring this video, and check out fool.com/Jose for the 10 best stocks to buy now. With that link, you get a promotional offer for the subscription service. Now, let's continue with today's episode.
All right, so first let's start off with AMD. AMD just finished off their overall AI events, and there seems to be a nice bullish sentiment following the stock. Now, today's roundup, first, we do have kind of a very strong semiconductor space. In general, we saw NVDA was up about 2%. We see Micron, like I mentioned, up nearly 4%. You also have companies in the equipment space like ASML up 2%. You have other players. I'm just going to kind of check random semiconductor companies. ARM up over 5%. So there was a nice bullish sentiment overall in the semiconductor industry. But I want to say with AMD, there is that added excitement with all the AI events that the company just had. And I've done a video, I did about a 25-minute video explaining why AMD has set to benefit here from the AI space. Now, there are reports that there could be two reasons outside of just the overall macroeconomics and strong market today, where first, Piper Sandler increased their price target on AMD from 125 to 140. That's definitely pretty exciting there. The second thing is there are unconfirmed rumors about a potential GPU win for AMD from AWS. For those that are not familiar, there are two hyperscalers that do not use AMD's AI chips, and that is Amazon and Google. Now, Amazon was a sponsor of the overall AI event, and Amazon does own shares of AMD thanks to a CT acquisition. There's nothing else behind it. But in previous episodes, I have mentioned that Amazon has been, I believe Amazon will be a major winner, and kind of one of those customers that is going to come joining AMD in forms of AI chips. And that rumor is starting to get stronger and stronger. There was also Semi-Analysis, which just did a great report here on the semiconductor and MI300 and 350 and MI400. But they mentioned that they will elaborate also on AMD's new hyperscale customer, AWS. So if you have been following this channel, this should not be new news, and this should be like, wow, we were right again. So overall, that is one of the main reasons AMD stock is benefiting. Obviously, some might say there's some technical aspects, but overall, I've talked about it in the past. I believe AMD is going to be a long-term hold that is going to be very, very strong to investors for long-term positions. Now, the second thing I want to take a closer look is there was an article that I keep hearing about. So there was this data center dynamics article that Oracle to deploy clusters of more than 130,000 AMD MI355X GPUs. I want to say I don't know how true this is. So Oracle has announced that it will be offering the new AMD Instinct MI355X GPUs via Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, scalable up to a SATA scale of AI clusters, and a SATA scale in theory is about 131,000 GPUs of this MI355. So we haven't heard of a true confirmation. I am actually going to pull up the transcript from the AI event of AMD, but it's just saying that it supports and it's scalable to those levels. It doesn't mean they're going to deploy. That's two different things, right? Saying I have the ability to do and kind of scale it, and I'm actually going to do it and show it is two different things. If we kind of look here at finchat.io, remember, check out my special offer at finchat.io/Jose. This was the transcript during the portion of the AI event when the VP of Oracle's OCI was talking. He says, and the most exciting part for me is that we're announcing our partnership on the MI355, truly bringing the latest out to the cloud with support for SATA scale clusters. So they're not saying they're going to do it, but just support for it. So again, I'm not trying to get technical and all lawyery. be careful with that excitement, because if that's one of your bullish thesis, there is the probability that that might not happen, right? But at least it is the optionality, and I like optionalities for overall stocks. So overall, I'm super excited that AMD was up over 8% on the day, and congratulations to any shareholders out there, as I do believe this was really well deserved. Now, the next company I want to take a closer look at is Meta Platforms. Meta Platforms was up about 3% on the day. The first thing I want to mention is, which is pretty exciting, they are finally kind of bringing this advertisement solution to their WhatsApp business. So they mentioned helping you find more channels and businesses on WhatsApp. So they're introducing channel subscriptions, promoted channels, and ads in status in the WhatsApp Updates tab to help you find channels and products you're interested in. The growing popularity of the Updates tabs make this the right place for these experiences in a way that doesn't interrupt your chats. Nothing changes about people's personal chats, which remain end-to-end encrypted and are not used for ads at all. So I think, I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with this application. If you do it, there's a lot of tabs, and one of the tabs is has a very social media aspect or sentiment behind it. That's the tab that's going to be advertised. The segment where you do your chats and kind of talk with your friends and family, that's still going to be interrupted. And I actually do enjoy this approach. I think that is one of the main reasons Meta Platforms is up 3%, and rightfully so. This is a huge market opportunity for them. Now, the second thing is this encrypted video by this gentleman here, who is the CTO at Meta, leading Reality Labs and working on AR, VR, AR, and more. And kind of showed a video of kind of Meta logo and Oakley's, the glasses, the famous glasses logo. And it seems like Meta is maybe working with Oakley's to create a form of smart glasses for maybe more your athletes. And doing, I can kind of feel this. The actual event is going to come out on June 20th before we hear something new. But it is going to be interesting to see kind of a new way of smart glasses coming out to the market, and more of an AI solution, right? Is this just going to be kind of just a smart glasses? Is this going to be an AI smart glasses? How it's just going to go? But regardless, you do see Meta expanding into other brands, right? First, it had the Ray-Bans. Now it has here the Oakleys. So pretty excited here, and I do believe there is opportunity for companies that deal in the Internet of Things or the edge computer, and companies like Qualcomm that can definitely benefit from this. The other thing is we finally got confirmation that Meta has that Scale AI investment. I think the CEO of Scale AI recently posted the message he was going to give to his team. Meta is set to take about 49% stake in the data labeling company Scale AI. Its biggest customers are unfortunately now looking elsewhere. OpenAI has already cut its use of Scale. Microsoft and XAI are also planning, and we also did see that Google is planning on ending its services as well. So maybe not the good news for Scale, but it does seem like Meta is trying to grab more AI engineers and trying to innovate quicker by maybe an acquisition in the AI space. So this one's interesting. It could be an early indication that Meta believes it might be losing the AI race and it needs to make some massive investments. But if these investments pay off, then it definitely brings Meta back into the AI race. Now, the final company I want to take a closer look at is Micron Technology. So Micron was up about 4%, and I don't think there was anything too crazy that came out today. Maybe this, actually. Micron plans a $200 billion investment across the United States. In the past 5 days, we've gotten hit with a lot of Micron news in the memory space that I think everybody should be familiar with, especially Micron shareholders. So Micron ships HBM to key customers to power next generation AI platform. And this came out about 6 days ago. So Micron's HBM4 36 gig 12 high products lead the industry in power efficiencies for data center and cloud AI accelerations. And they were shipping to key customers, most likely your NVIDIA's, most likely your AMD, and most likely your ASIC providers. So that was good news and obviously very bullish. That came out on June 10th. The other thing came out on June 12th, which was 4 days ago. Micron and Trump administration announced expanded U.S. investments in leading-edge DRAM manufacturing and R&D. Remember, leading-edge DRAM is also a form of HBM. So Micron plans to invest approximately $200 billion in semiconductor manufacturing and research and development in Idaho, New York, and Virginia, enhancing domestic memory supply and technology leadership. Micron is also plans to build a second leading-edge memory manufacturing fab in Idaho, modernize and expand Virginia fab, and bring end-to-end high bandwidth memory manufacturing capabilities to United States to meet anticipated AI-driven demand. So obviously having HBM here in the United States would be very, very bullish. And there was a lot of commentary from a lot of tech CEOs here in United States-based companies that were pretty excited about bringing HBM capabilities in land. So that was the next one. And the final topic here is, we talked about it on June 12th. That was AMD's AI event. But Micron did mention that they are one of the providers of AMD's HBM3 36 gig 12 high for the MI350 series GPUs. I don't think they're the only ones, but they're definitely a player here. So congratulations to the Micron team and to Micron shareholders. Now, one I'm not covering right now, but depending on how much excitement there might be, is Adobe. Adobe year to date is down roughly 9%. The stock did drop a little bit after earnings. So if you guys want kind of an update on Adobe, let me know, and maybe I might hit it up with a few other earnings as well. So take care, have a good day, and see you all next time.